If that still sounds okay.
Yeah, sounds good.
All right, good. Helen,
Hi, how are you?
good. How are you?
Good, thanks. I just had my booster vaccine.
Oh, all right.
Feel very safe.
Right on.
I love that picture of Tony. Oh, I should have one of those. I'm wild hair today, Elizabeth.
All right, we do some more bidding stuff, and
I keep losing the microphone.
I put Brian and James in here.
Okay.
Share this for everybody else.
Yeah.
Hearing some typing. Is that your typing, Lynn?
No. Could be me munching. I'll mute.
No, it's typing.
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I forgot what I'm supposed to do with the extra points.
Okay, so do you have is it a game forcing bid?
It is not a game forcing bid, but it's not and it's not a minimum.
Right, it's that in between, and so you need to start with the forcing no trump.
Okay. Somebody else typing. James, you typing?
No, it's something it's coming from Lynn.
Oh, it must. I'm eating, so I'll just mute.
It doesn't sound like eating, but go ahead and mute. Yeah, something.
Huh.
Sound like typing.
I need to rebid here, but if I rebid spades, that's a reverse.
It is, but maybe that's maybe you're just about at the reverse level, right?
Yeah,
Pretty close.
I guess that's true.
That's probably
Okay.
your best bid.
No.
It's too weak,
So-
right?
It depends on how you play things, but yeah, Brian, do you think you belong in game now?
Um,
What does his two spades show you?
um,
Different. I mean, no, where is it? 13.
it doesn't show he has 4 spades.
It does, but it also is a reverse,
Mm-hmm.
so it should be showing like 18 to 20 points.
Oh,
Really?
so I should go. So I just should just go to game, or we're
Yeah, because you think the game is a certainty now, but slam is unlikely.
Oh, yeah. Okay. So there's no reason to go slow.
Because he can pass this part.
Right.
He could pass even with the reverse.
Reverse
Yeah,
is not a
because
game
you're
force.
the captain, and so if you only have 6 points, then you shouldn't be in game, even if he has 18.
Because he doesn't know we don't have a heart fit yet.
He doesn't know about the heart fit. He doesn't know about your 11 points yet.
No.
Your 12 points. So for all he knows, you only have 6 points and 2 hearts or something like that. That's sort of what the 3 heart bid would show. And so, how do you think 4 hearts is going to work here?
Lose a heart. A spade. And a club.
That's mostly right, but you do have to worry about losing more than 1 spade. Like if you do this heart finesse and then you lose the queen and then you draw 2 more rounds of heart and then you
Yep.
lead the spade to the ace. If the king of spades is in the west, you could lose 3 more spade tricks possibly.
So is this a situation try to set up a rough in spade first?
Probably. It would probably be better to try and rough 1 spade ahead of time. Another thing you can think about is maybe trying to set up clubs before even doing that. Because you got good clubs and dummies, so you have 2 pitches on clubs. If
So
they,
what would be a lead from West then?
right, so that's a good question. West would probably lead
Mm.
low club would be my guess. Because West could lead a diamond, but Queen X is not a great thing to lead out of. It'll kind of sacrifice your queen. And you don't really need to get a rough with that hand because you expect your queen 10-7 is going to be a natural heart trick. Because you think the ace and king is probably in the south, or the ace and jack, either one is good enough for that. And so you don't need to do that. You can bide your time and get your heart trick. So you're looking for something in the side suits. And since they already bid spades also, and you got nothing in clubs, I'd probably lead the 3 clubs here.
But that helped the declarer, right?
It turns out, well, yes and no, because your partner's going to take the ace and maybe lead a club back.
Oh, okay.
And if you try and go to dummy right now and pitch on clubs, they'll rough and you have to over rough. But ultimately, it would help out because at that point you'd be able to draw trumps. You have to be a little bit careful because if you want to do the finesse, you don't want to lead to the ace and leave yourself vulnerable in spades. If you lead to the king of diamonds, to finesse, if it loses, they could lead a spade back, and if you play your ace, you'll lose your access to the clubs. So kind of a tricky hand to declare, but it'll turn out to work out great for you because the queen of diamonds is going to fall no matter what you do, and the queen of spades is in the right spot, so you're not going to lose too many tricks. So this will win at Macon.
Do I just go to game?
Well, you have
Have room? Oh,
you have a little bit of extras here.
yeah.
You can kind of go slow to game. You can bid your 3 hearts now, and you're in a game forcing auction, and
And no need to show spades.
no, because what you're trying to do is still show that hearts is where you should be playing.
Okay.
You open hearts and you've got heart support, so.
So do I have enough to explore slam then?
You might. And you've got
So-
controls on all the side suits, so really all you care about is key cards.
Right. So just go ahead and go 4-0.
Yeah, you can try that.
Oh.
Well, that's pretty good news, right?
Yeah,
Yep.
this is a 4-spade, a 5-spade bid.
No.
What is 5 spade bid?
Some people play that at the queen ask.
Oh,
Yes, that's correct. You could ask about the queen with that, with 5 spades, and that would be the case.
In other words, I could bid 5 spades now.
Yeah, normally the next bid up is the queen ask, but when the next bid up is your trump suit, you skip
Oh.
so you skip to the one higher.
Gotcha. I was just okay. Well, I was just going to ask about the queen. Okay.
So then the
14:30.
If you don't have the queen of hearts, you just stop at 6 hearts then.
you jump back to okay.
Because he's already forcing you to 6 hearts, and he's asking if you have the queen, he wants to go to 7.
Oh.
okay.
So Rick, I have a question. They also talk about in the current issue of the Bridge Bulletin of whether North should bid 1 spade first or establish a game force first.
Yeah, normally we bid 1 spade first with that. So at the very beginning of the auction, when you bid 2 diamonds,
Hmm.
that does establish a game force, but normally you would show your spade bid because you can bid 1 spade and that's forcing.
Mm.
Oh, okay. Okay. I wondered if okay.
And what'll happen is South will say 2 clubs, and then you would say 2 diamonds, which is 4th suit forcing, artificial game force, and then you'd be able to show your hearts on your 3rd bid, and then you can have a similar situation here. So how do you think you're going to do here?
Gonna lose a heart.
Yeah, and maybe a diamond.
So what can you do about your diamond loser?
Bucket on a spade.
Yeah. And how about your club losers? You got 2 club losers?
Hmm.
What can you do with the club losers?
Well, a finesse for the jack would work for one.
That'd work for one. You have 2 pitches on spades though, and so you've only pitched 1 diamond so far.
So pitch the other one on the spade, pitch the 7.
And you can rough one, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So it's kind of funny, but where you're missing the queen, jack, 10, 9 of hearts,
Yeah.
there's no way to avoid a heart loser. The best you can hope for is something like this, where they're split 3-2, and you're just going to lose 1 trump.
So do you deal with the trumps first then?
I would probably take the ace and king of hearts first. And then king of spades,
Mm-hmm.
and then ace, king of clubs, and then rough a club.
But then you have transportation issue if they over rough it.
If they over rough it to your right, that's true. If they are ahead of you, like it is here, you'll be okay, because they have to rough first.
If they rough first, then you don't have to rough, and
Then you rough the next time around.
then you're good. Okay.
You can try and take the king of spades first, and then do the 2 hearts, and then do your ace of spades, queen of spades, to get your 2 pitches, and then come back in clubs. You have to decide if you want to play for the extra heart being on the left, where you have this roughing ability, or if you want to, if you think it's on the right, you might have to do the club finesse. So you might be looking at their signals. If the clubs are 4-3, it's not going to matter. You can do that extra rough. But anyhow, this is a pretty good slam. And the key thing for bidding it is game forcing auction early. Then 3 hearts is the bid that says, yeah, I'm confirming hearts and I have extra values. Because with just 13 points in hearts, you go to straight to four hearts with a fast arrival. But by going slow, you're showing extras here. And South already has extras, so it can go right into a key card there. Now, see, same thing here. You where you can bid one spade, you should bid one spade.
Oh, okay. Same thing. Okay. Whoops.
Yeah.
Uh, uh-oh.
So this comes up primarily where you have spades and they've started with hearts.
So,
So what does he have?
so now he's got 18 to 19,
Yep.
and he's balanced. So we just short slam,
Right. Not enough for slam. Do you have enough for game?
more than enough for game.
Yeah.
So just fast arrival, four
Yep.
hearts.
Mm-hmm. And so how are we going to do here?
Let's see.
Lose a spade, lose a diamond.
You can get rid of a diamond on a spade though.
They have enough time for that?
We've got two diamond stoppers and you only need to knock out one spade.
Okay, yeah.
So you should be able to.
So the question is, if they open lead a diamond,
You
there's
leave
still
a
enough time.
diamond, you'll need to knock out that spade quickly. But you don't have to get the pitches right away.
Mm.
We could lose two hearts.
Yeah, yeah. Could lose two. And so I would again probably lead four clubs here on this hand. So they'd win the ace, and if we play a low heart to the ace and we see the 10 drop, and then we lead a low heart back and they play low from east,
Got to play the king.
if you play the king, their queen and jack are going to be good.
Yeah.
Play the 9.
If you play the 9 will win and they'll be down to two hearts in the east. And you can play your king, and then they'll only get one heart.
Would you think to play the 9? I guess you.
Well, when I saw the 10 from the west, I would think about that. But even still, it's the same thing when you're missing the queen jack 10. You're normally going to lose a trick with those. One. And so when you play the 9, if it turns out that the jack wins, that means they were divided 3-2.
Yeah.
And so you can then play the king on the next round, and that'll pick up the jack or the queen.
Mm.
It'll pick up the last heart. So this is considered a safety play. It's one that protects you against a 4-1 split like this to hold your losers to 1. So you only lose one heart regardless of the distribution.
Mm.
And so it's one of these cases where it's either going to be good because it's a double finesse and you won that way, or it's good because the heart split 3-2 and we're going to lose one anyhow. So you lose the second round and not the third round. So it's kind of a tricky maneuver, but it's a well-known declarer play, doing safety play. So if you do the safety play, you're going to lose just one heart and one spade, and you'll make 5. And that's kind of what your analysis was in the bidding phase, Brian, thinking that you almost had enough for slam, but not enough, but plenty enough for game.
Yeah.
So you wind up making that in between trick count.
Mm.
And that bears out what your analysis was in the bidding. Let me switch out people here. I'm gonna put Tony in and Lynn. See an invite there, Lynn. There you go. I'll put you up a new deal.
Actually, I think that's wrong. Sorry.
I think that's right.
Okay.
Well, no, maybe you're right.
Because if I were even weaker, I could do that, right?
Yes, that's right. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Perfect.
Yep. Elizabeth, you're really having feedback. So how many tricks do you think you'll make here?
Let's see. 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh my goodness. I'm only gonna lose one.
Maybe one, maybe not even one.
Oh my gosh. Oh. Was I
How are
supposed
the
to
hearts
explore
how are the hearts
slam?
gonna work out?
Great, because the queen's over there.
And
Yeah.
the 10.
Yeah, and the 10. Yeah.
So
Wow.
dummies Jack and 9 are going to be good for 2 discards.
Mm-hmm.
Or, well, 1 discard.
Oh,
And the club
yeah.
on.
Yeah, I can get rid of the diamond.
You can throw your diamond on the long heart there. Yeah.
Oh, wow. I make all the tricks. How do I know I need to explore slam here?
Well, it's a good question. Partly things just work out really well for you.
Mm-hmm.
But you know you have 10 trumps with the ace king.
Yeah.
So chances are you have no trump losers.
Mm-hmm.
And you can think about what partner might have for his 7 or 8 points.
Okay.
And if he has the ace of hearts, that's getting you pretty close. And see, he has the king of diamonds, which is worthless.
Yeah.
And so you'd have made this, you could make 7 with this even with him only having 5 high card points.
Okay.
So
All
that's
right.
one thing you can kind of do is imagine where his points might be. Like if you thought, well, what if he has ace and queen of hearts?
Okay.
If that's his 6 points, then it's going to make on it based on finesse on clubs. It'd be a 50-50 slam.
Okay. So it doesn't hurt to ask if he's got an ace, but then I wouldn't know if it's the ace of diamonds or
Right.
hearts.
It's pretty hard to tell there. And so I don't know that people will normally find slam with this.
By the way,
Okay.
Rick, so we talked about this 2 spade should be about like 8 or 9 dummy points, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So you can imagine where if you've got 8 points, where could they be?
Okay.
One of the things that's sort of a trick you can do with key card is if you did decide to ask for key cards,
Mm-hmm.
you could find out that he does not have the queen of spades. Right?
Okay.
And would that be a good thing or a bad thing?
It would be a good thing, actually.
Right, because that's 2 more points in the side suits. 'Cause
Yeah.
you don't need the queen of spades.
Right.
If he's got this 8 or 9, then it's all in the side suits.
Okay. Oh,
Okay.
yeah. Then that would
Correct.
help me
What?
say I need to go for slam. Okay.
Could it be possible she do a help suit on heart, even though she know we're going for game?
Yeah, you can call that a help suit slam try.
Right.
Okay.
That's another option. After 2 hearts bid, 2 spades bid 3 hearts. And then you'd bid 4 spades with your great heart help.
Okay.
And then with that, you might then go to 4 no trump. Find out about missing the queen of spades, having help in hearts. Maybe that would be enough to take a stab at it.
Okay. Well, I know I need to bid a side suit right now to do the 2/1,
Mm-hmm.
but I guess I have to start with this, right?
It does not matter a whole lot.
Does not matter? Okay. All right. So now I can say, well, I don't know if there's any point in going slow, but I will.
So the question is, what is the difference between going slow and going fast to game?
Whether I want to try for slam or not.
No, it's expressing your hand.
Oh, it's
And so
just
when
describing it.
do we use fast arrival, which would be a jump to 4 spades here? What kind of hand would we do that with?
Oh. With minimum hand.
Minimum game forcing hand, like
Yeah.
13 or 14 points.
Right.
And if you bid 2 spades here, it's saying you have more than that.
Okay. So that's why I would just go to fast arrival.
Right.
Oh yeah, because I already told him with my 2 clubs. Yeah.
The 2 clubs already said you had 13 points.
Yep.
And so if you bid 2 spades there, it's saying you probably have 15, 16, 17, 18, somewhere in there.
So Rick, my question is, am I better off opening 1 no trump?
Yeah, so that's a possibility. I would only do that if I were playing somebody that plays puppet over 1 no trump.
Okay.
Because with king, little in spades, they're apt to be better for you as a trump than a side suit. Won't make a huge difference, but with this hand, if they're playing puppet, you'll wind up playing 4 spades anyhow. Get there. The other thing I was going to mention is that when you do bid 2 clubs, it does give room for opener to bid 2 diamonds,
Yeah.
which is convenient, and which you like that because now you know you have a 2 suit fit, but you're still a minimum. And so I think going straight to 4 spades is the way to go. And so even though Tony has extras, he knows that if you only have 13 and 14, then slam's not there.
Okay.
And you
Rick,
guys
do
have,
you typically play puppet, Stamen?
yeah.
I do.
Don't actually.
Okay, and so if that's your partnership agreement, then
If Tony had opened 1 no trump here, then 3 clubs by south would be puppet. It would be asking opener, do you have a 5-card major?
oh,
And if
It's
you
not
do, he'll
no.
bid it at the 3 level. So he would say 3 spades, and you'd say bingo, 4 spades. But you only do that if you have a 3-card major and not a 4-card major,
and enough for game.
and enough for game. It's a game forcing auction, yeah.
Okay.
Puppet is used a lot more frequently over a 2 no trump opener or a 2 club, 2 no trump sequence when 3 clubs is puppet. And it's a little more complicated there, but it's the same idea, asking for a 5-card major first. Oh, so on this hand, then we've got a spade loser, we've got a heart loser, and we have it looks like 2 diamond losers, but one of them can go on the extra heart,
Okay.
depending on how you play hearts. Now, if you play, how should you play hearts here?
Oh, boy.
Did it low to the ace and just concede the finesse? There's no real point finessing. Finesse the 10,
yeah.
actually. Finesse the 10, that's what I meant.
If you, it depends on what you want. You can do it lots of different ways. One way would be to play the ace and then play a low one back and do a promotion. So you're guaranteed to lose 1 heart, but to gain an extra heart. If you want to play for more, you can do the Queen of Hearts finesse, and it's going to lose to the king. But you've played your, well, that'll be okay because you'll still have ace jack left. So you still get your pitch. Yeah, so that's what I would do.
Okay.
And because the diamonds are all stacked up over four of them with the queen 10 over the jack, you need a diamond pitch, and you'll still lose a diamond. You lose a spade, a diamond, and a heart.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
So I don't think that's your bid.
Oh, okay.
Because what are you going to show next?
What am I going to show next after the 1 no trump?
Yeah, after 1 no trump, he's going to say something else.
Uh-huh.
And then what are you going to say?
My diamonds?
Well, how about your heart support? You need to tell him you got
Oh,
heart
yeah, I have to tell him about the heart support. So I would say just minimum hearts.
Yeah, but that's normally what you do with like 6 points and 2 cards.
Oh,
support.
yeah, that's right. I know what I have to do here. I forgot the whole sequence.
No, but that's showing 4 hearts with
Oh, yeah, that's
11 or
right.
12
That's right.
points.
That's right. That's not it. What?
Yep.
Okay. First I bid 4, 5, 6. Okay.
This is just your simple.
Oh, just just a simple 2 heart bid.
That's it. That shows your 7 to 9
Mm-hmm.
with 3 hearts,
Mm-hmm.
3 or more hearts.
That's right.
And so, what is 3 diamonds here?
Is that the help suit game try bid?
Yep.
And so if we have like the 2 suit fit, I should say 3 hearts or 4 hearts.
3 hearts says you don't have help.
So 4 hearts says I do.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Oh, wow. Look at that hand.
And so you see the diamond
Wow.
finesse is on, right?
Yes.
So you're going to
Wow.
take 5 hearts and 5 diamonds and the ace of clubs. So you'll take 11 tricks here. You'll just lose.
Wow.
Um,
Okay. Big game.
and that's with
with help.
15 high card points in the north and 9 in the south. So it's only 24 high card points. But because they're condensed into 2 suits mainly, that
Mhm.
makes the hands work together well. And that's what that help suit game try lets you identify.
Okay.
If you had had like low diamonds and you'd had queen jack of spades instead, that would not have been helpful for him, and you'd be better off in 3 hearts.
Okay.
But your help in diamonds makes the difference on the scene.
Mm-hmm.
Eh,
What is the two no trump?
uh,
show here now?
18 to 9.
Well,
No, yeah, let me think about it. I'm thinking for a second.
Oh, it's not 18 to 19?
it's not. You didn't jump in no trump here, and plus he's
Oh,
the hard suit.
oh, shoot,
If I
that's
didn't
right.
bid if I
That's
bid something
kind of
else,
fine.
no Trump with 18 to 19, but what's support, I don't know
Yeah.
what it is.
All
Yeah,
right,
it's not well defined. I would say
okay.
it does not mean what you want there.
137. Um, hmm.
But don't you know what your contract should be now?
Oh, yeah, I do. So just go to the game.
Yeah, you don't belong in slam, do you?
No,
If he's got 9 points at most.
yeah. So
But
just don't even
if
worry about
if he only has 7 points, you do belong in the game.
it. Mm-hmm.
And that's what he has. He's got 7. And so what are you gonna make out here? This is gonna be
Well, the hearts are going to do better than I thought because I
no,
can
hearts
keep.
are gonna hearts
Well-
are gonna be bad.
It's going
Well, I'm
down.
going to lose 1, but then I can go back and lead toward my ace again. Maybe they play the queen or the 9, and then my 10's good, or my ace.
If
I don't
you
know.
play your jack, they play the queen, and you play your ace.
Mm-hmm.
Go back, and then you can lead up to the 10.
Mm-hmm.
And then if you could get back again, you could lead up to your 8, I think. But you don't have enough entries. The problem
No,
is
I
the
don't.
space with the ace queen over it. You can only get to dummy once.
Oh, okay.
So I think you're gonna lose 2 spades and 2 hearts most likely.
Oh, that's too bad. Okay.
But it's because you have the hearts are 4-1. If they were 3-2, you'd have been okay. If the ace of spades had been in the west, you'd have been okay.
Okay.
So this is probably like a 65% game in terms
Okay.
of likelihood of making, but because of the actual layout here, it won't. But it's
Okay.
you want to bid because
Yeah.
most of the time you'll make it.
Okay. Is that okay?
So what does 3 hearts show here?
20 points.
Or
5-4.
19. 19.
Yeah, 19. Okay, yeah, 19 and 5-4 in majors. Potentially
Is that
5-5.
is that what you want to show then? That could be okay.
I didn't know how to show a lot of points, and I didn't know how to show the
So how
5-5.
many, so what is 3 hearts game forcing?
I don't know. I thought so.
It has
It's a
to be.
jump.
So a jump into a new suit by opener is a game force by definition.
Okay.
And where he's promising at least 6 points, then you have to have at least 19 to do that bid.
Okay.
And you're kind of a little bit short of that.
Okay.
So if you undo that and bid 2 hearts,
All right.
how many points does 2 hearts show?
12 to 18.
Yeah. You
Okay.
can have as many as 18 points there.
Okay.
The partner's not going to pass you unless he bid 1 no trump with just like 6 points exactly.
Okay. Oh, I see. Okay. So he's telling me he's at the top, so I can go ahead and
So
Go
what's his range then?
when he says 3 spades instead of 2 spades,
Yeah.
it's more up near the top of that range.
It's
6 plus,
So how
right?
many? How many do you think?
I'm thinking that it's I don't 10 to 11, 10 to 12.
10 to 12.
Okay.
Because he did not have enough for a 2/1.
Mm-hmm.
But he had more than a simple raise, which would be up to 9 points. And so how many spades does he have?
Does he well, he has to have 3 to do that.
What if
Or
he
do-
had 4?
Oh. Does he have to have 4 to do that jump?
No, he can't have 4 is what I'm trying to get to.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
But
because
yeah.
otherwise he would have bid something else. He would have bid Bergen. Yeah.
Right. exactly. So this is a really well-defined sequence.
Mm-hmm.
3 card limit raise. 3 card
Okay.
support exactly, 10 to 12 points exactly.
Okay. All right. So I'm definitely going to say, well, let's see. 18 plus 12. Nah, I'm just going to, we don't have slam.
Right.
I don't think. Yeah, got 2 club losers. Maybe. And the split, that split spades.
Yep. But you have enough top spades that you can just still draw trumps.
Okay. Yeah.
You do have 2 clubs to lose. Possibly one of them can go on the ace of diamonds.
Okay.
But if they get them right off the bat, then you have to deal with that. And then you also have a heart loser,
Yeah.
but that for sure could go on the ace of diamonds once you draw a trump.
Okay.
So so that business though about when you have a balanced hand as the opener, like if South were a balanced hand, we use the no trump ladder. And by the second bid, opener's point count is narrowly defined into these 3-point bands. You either open a no trump, or you open a suit and bid 1 no trump, or open a suit and jump in no trump. All the no trump ladders are 3-point bands basically. And so by opener's second bid, responder knows plus or minus 1 point what you have. But if you're an unbalanced hand, it's much harder. You can't narrow your range on your second bid. And it's that business of the jump shift showing 19 or more.
Okay.
And so when you bid a new suit at the 2 level like this, it is this 12 to 18 point range. It's a much wider range. And so it feels like, oh, I'm too strong to say 2 hearts here.
Yeah.
But you have to trust that your partner knows you might have as many as 18 points and not pass you if he's got 8 points, for instance. He needs to offer a courtesy raise with 8 points, even a good 7.
Yeah, that's a great point. Yeah.
So it's a tricky part of the 2/1 or standard American bidding. They both have that kind of weak. We'll do one more with you guys and I'll rotate it again through here.
Okay.
You sure we didn't get dealt the same hand?
Yeah.
No wonder there was a long pause.
Uh-huh.
Okay. Wow. I can't wait to see your hand, Tony. Oh, wow. Huh. Hmm.
There's a lot of information I want to ask, but I just can't think of a good way to ask it.
Right. So how do you think it's going to work out here?
A diamond and a spade, right?
Yeah. That bad split.
Mhm.
That
Well, depend.
spade split will sink you probably.
Yeah.
Right. Is there a line that can? I think I should probably go in anticipating a 4-1, but with that in mind, what will be a good line to go for it?
Well, you could only handle a 4-1 in the opposite direction. Because you need the two honors over the other two honors.
Yeah, I guess that's my question. If I anticipate them being 4-1, what should be my line?
Yeah, I think play the spade to the ace and then nine of spades. And let it run. The
Should I
other
try
thing
set up
is
heart somehow?
you have a heart problem too.
Yeah.
And so as it happens, you can rough out the queen of hearts, or you can, and the finesse is also on. So if before drawing trumps, you did ace of hearts and rough a heart. And you could possibly do two of them, ace of clubs and then rough another heart, and then start drawing trumps. The other thing is that how many points do you have in the south there, Lynn?
7 high card points.
But how many dummy points?
Is it 10?
Yes. So you might think about doing that 3-card limit raise.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah, right away, because I know we're going to be in spades. Okay.
Right, yeah, you know you're going to spades, and so if you're going to do that, it would go 1 spade, 1 no trump, and Tony
3
does
heart.
have enough to do 3 hearts now as a game force.
Oh, I see.
Mm.
Okay.
But then because the misfish, she might go back to 4 heart right away.
4 spades.
4 spade, yeah.
Yeah, she would. And
Yeah, I
that
would.
that would probably be a sign for you to just accept that,
Right.
she has that extra input now.
Yeah, if her rest suits were switch, it's an easy slam.
Right, that's correct.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let me switch you around again.
Okay.
In fact, it's a good time for me to take off. Thank you.
All right,
Bye, Tony.
Bye.
we'll put James back in. Elizabeth, are you able to do a hand here?
No.
Okay, let me put Brian in again.
Hold on, I'm logging back into Bridge Base. There we go.
Okay. Do you know how to do chat in WebEx there, Elizabeth? Are you able to type a message in?
I keep putting her on mute.
Yeah, I'm looking, see if I can see the chat here even. There it is. Right, that's just right. You've got 13 dummy points for spades. So you want to do a 2/1 there? And north has extras, but then south goes to 4 spades, fast arrival, showing just a 13 or 14 point hand. And so even though north has some extras, that's not going to be enough to get to slam. And you can see you've got probably you got 3 heart losers, but hopefully you can get your ace of diamonds quickly and then pitch a couple hearts on diamonds before drawing trumps.
Yeah.
And so you should make your game here. All right, what's the point range for that 2 diamond rebid?
I'm not sure. That's actually why I hesitated.
Do you remember, Lynn?
I feel like I should have some extras. Otherwise, I would just go 1 no trump, I guess.
Well, the thing is, it depends. The difference, if you bid 1 no trump, it says you're on the no trump ladder, and so you have balanced hand,
Right.
and then that would be a 12 to 14 point hand, right? Because because you didn't open 1 no trump.
Right.
When you bid 2 diamonds, it says you're unbalanced hand. And so this is where 2 diamonds does not promise any extras because the 1 spade is forcing for 1 round. And 3 diamonds is this jump shift by opener, which is a game force, which would, you need 19 points for that when partners only promise 6.
Right.
So it's the 12 to 18 point range.
Okay.
12 to 18. Okay.
Yeah, so that's again, this is the weakness of 2/1 and standard American, is that with unbalanced hand, opener's second bid is usually this huge range of 12 to 18. And so the responder still often doesn't know where to go with that. But here, a responder still does know where to go. Yeah. So how's this going to work out?
Could lose 2 clubs. Maybe a diamond.
Well, when we count losers, the way we're strictly supposed to do it is look at the hand with the long trumps, so that's north here,
Uh-huh.
and go suit by suit. And there's no heart losers. There's no spade losers because you have 2 spades in the north hand and you've got ace, king, and dummy.
Yeah.
You've got 2 diamond losers because you've got the ace, king, and then you got 2 little ones. And
Yeah.
you've got 2 club losers.
Okay.
You have 4 losers. And so the question is then, how can you get rid of those losers? Because you need to get rid of at least one of them. And so how can we get rid of club or diamond losers?
And then before you pull trump,
You got cut off there, James.
rough a diamond before you pull trump.
Yep. How about roughing 2 diamonds before you pull trump?
Yeah.
You might as well, right? If you can.
Yep.
It's kind of funny what happens there, though. If you try and rough two diamonds, that means East is going to be able to rough. And they're also,
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
but if they rough with the 10, you can afford to over rough with the ace for the second rough. And then you've got king, queen, jack left. But it's not clear you can still do that. So let's say that maybe they lead the small club. And they take their two clubs right off. Well, let's say they do that and they lead a heart. They win the. Oh, they're not going to want to lead a small club because of the ace. Maybe they'll lead a spade. But you're going to have a problem because you have to get back to your hand somehow after roughing the first diamond.
Yeah.
And so how are you going to get back?
Only with trumps, but then you
Can't rough enough.
can't rough it. Yeah.
And if you try to rough a spade to get back, East is going to over rough you.
Mm.
Your best bet is maybe to try and let them have their two club tricks and then rough a club to get back. So this hand is going to make, you're going to make 4 or 5, depending on how carefully you play it and how well you guess things. This is an interesting hand in terms of communication and managing your losers. But the main lesson on this is count your losers from the long trump hand, and assume that you have 2 diamond losers at the start because you just have ace king and then you have 2 little ones to deal with, and then think about how to get rid of those. Another way, if the hearts split 3-2 and the spades split 3-3, you would be able to take the ace and king of spades and rough a spade, and then the dummy of spades would be set up. And then you could do king, queen of hearts, and a heart to the ace. That would draw all the trumps, and then you'd have 2 pitches on spades.
Mm.
Yeah, that's not on a BBO hand though, right?
Yeah, so but you need good splits, and in this case, hearts and spades both split poorly. So if you take that line, you're going to be down a few because you'll have no place to put your diamonds. So it's better to try and rough at least 1 diamond, and maybe try to rough the second one. What's kind of nice here is that the hand that's short in diamonds East is the one that's long in trumps. So even if they do get a rough, it cuts it down, so you're not looking at a hand with 4 trumps anymore. This will make the rest of it easier to play.
All right.
Anyhow, that's our time.
Okay,
Thank you, Rick.
thanks.
Everybody, good
Thanks.
job.
That was great.